If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in GATE Power System series. So today again we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 26 to up to question number 30. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, if you see question number 26, what they are asking here, an extra high voltage transmission line of length 300 km can be approximated by a lossless line having propagation constant beta. Propagation constant is this one, that is your gamma, which is alpha plus I beta. Because it is lossless, so alpha is equal to 0, so this becomes your propagation. Otherwise it was attenuation constant, it was phase constant, and this is your propagation constant. So if it is a lossless constant, then the real part is 0, no R and G is there, so in the line there is no loss. If the line is distortionless, then no phase constant is there, so that is no imaginary part is there, and that becomes your, then alpha becomes your propagation constant. So you have to be careful about that. Actually this is propagation constant, lossless, that's why beta becomes gamma. Then the percentage ratio of the line length to the wavelength. Now all this formula length, wavelength, lambda is equal to, it was 2 pi by beta. All this formula came from that simple equations where we considered omega t equal to beta x if you derive this one. So your omega by beta becomes x by t, which was velocity, and how much distance you covered if you want to ask in a cycle. So it is f into t, which become 1, then 2 pi by beta, that becomes your lambda, that is its wavelength. So which becomes 2 pi by beta, they have already given 0.000127. so if you do this one, you will get 4947.4, but they have not asked you this one, they have asked you the percentage ratio of the line length to wavelength. So line length is, so percentage they are asking, ratio of line length is 300 divided by wavelength is this one, 4947.4 into 100. In terms of percentage they are asking this ratio. So if you do it, you will find it is 6.06, that is option D. Now if you come to 7, for a fixed value of complex power to flow. Complex power means S is equal to VI star, which is equal to P plus JQ. That means these are fixed, these cannot change, PQ. Line having a sending end voltage V, the real power loss will be proportional to. Now if you fix these two, suppose if you fix your P, so your VI cos phi also cannot change because P and Q are fixed. P cannot change, this is fixed, cannot change. So if you change your V, your I will automatically decrease. If you increase your V, then I will decrease. So V and I will be inversely proportional here. Okay. Now, and your line loss is always I square R loss. So loss is always proportional to I square, and V and I are inversely proportional here, you can see. Because if V increase, then I should decrease. If I decrease, then V should increase. If I increase, that, because ultimately these two are fixed, so you cannot change this and this one. So if one has to be increased, then one has to decrease. So that means your loss will be in proportional to, I is proportional to 1 by V square. So loss will be proportional to 1 by V square. That is your option C. Now if you come to 28, a 50 Hz synchronous generator was initially connected to a lossless transmission line. Long, these names you mentioned, long lossless transmission line, which is open circuited at the receiving end. At the receiving end, it was open circuited. With a field voltage held constant, the generator is disconnected from the transmission line. So the transmission line is removed from the generator. Which of the following may be said about the steady state terminal voltage and the field current of the generator? Now your field voltage is held constant. If your field voltage is held constant, that is the DC voltage, so field current will be always constant because you are keeping the voltage constant, field voltage. So your field current doesn't change. That means your option A, option B, either A or B. Now magnitude of terminal voltage, either decrease or increase. You can see some sort of load. If it is a long transmission line, then transmission line itself has a load. So if you remove this line, then something is, load is removed from the generator. If load removes generator from the generator, generally what happens, terminal voltage increases. But you have to see in case of synchronous generator, I think you have seen if you remove capacitive load, something happens, because in case of capacitive load, leading load, the generator has negative temperature coefficient, voltage coefficients. You have seen synchronous generator negative voltage coefficient, positive machines. That means we will see after power system. So this long transmission line is nothing but a capacitive load. So if you remove capacitive load, then it will not increase, it will decrease, because for capacitive load it was negative voltage regulation. Had it been an inductive load, if you remove this one, then it would have been increased. Load increased, voltage, load removed, voltage increased. This is normal phenomenon. But in synchronous machine, if it is a capacitive load, if you remove, then terminal voltage will decrease, not increase. That means it's option A. It was a mixture of machine and power system, because these acts like a capacitive load. Long transmission line, it is open circuited, that means there will be charging current flowing through it, that is only capacitor. If you see 29, the horizontally placed conductor of a single phase line operating at 50 Hz are having outside diameter this much and space between the sectors of the conductors is this. The permittivity is given this. The capacitance to ground per kilometer, this is to ground. Cn was 2 pi epsilon 0 divided by ln GMD by GMR, or distance by R, whatever, because it is of single wire, so no GMD, no GMR will come. So 2 pi into 8 epsilon 0 is 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by ln. What is GMD? The distance between them is 6 meter. What is GMR? That is the diameter. Diameter is 1.6, so radius will be 0.8, because it is centimeter. I multiplied by this. So if you do this one, you will get 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 9 farad per kilometer. So that is your option B. Check the units per kilometer they are asking. Generally it comes per meter, so you have to do it, changed it. It will give minus 12 per meter. For calculator it will be minus 9. Now if you come to 30, in a long transmission line, R, L, G, C are the resistance, inductance, conductance, shunt conductance, capacitance per unit length. Then the condition for the distortionless. Now again I told you distortionless was, this is gamma is equal to alpha plus I beta. So gamma is equal to nothing but root zy, that is alpha real part, imaginary part. But here this imaginary part should be 0, because it should be distortionless. For lossless, alpha should be 0. For distortionless, beta should be 0. Now if you see this one, this is nothing but R plus J omega L, and Y is nothing but G plus. So if you see, it's only imaginary parts, let me take. So if you see the imaginary part, that should be equal to 0. So whatever the imaginary part you come to here, you will get it J, this one, and then this will be minus, because it is capacitor. So minus J omega C, and then J omega C R, that should be equal to 0. This is the imaginary part that you will get. So that should be equal to 0. So if omega get cancelled, then you find RC is equal to GL. So this is the condition. RC should be equal to LG, that is your option A. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.